Welcome back, Richland Center Wrestling family, to Beyond the Whistle. I'm Kyle, my co-host, Zach Schmidt, back with another episode. This week, we went live on Tuesday night at the dual meet, the high school and middle school dual meet on Facebook. The reason we went live on Facebook rather than YouTube is because you need 50 subscribers on YouTube in order to go live. We're sitting at like 26. We have another high school and middle school dual meet this Thursday. We would love to be able to go live on YouTube for that one. So if you guys could, as soon as you see this, click the subscribe button, go to our YouTube page, Richland Center Wrestling Club's YouTube page, click the subscribe button. That way, when we get to events, we can go live on YouTube, and then you can go to your TV. It's probably got the YouTube app. You can search it. Much easier than doing it on Facebook.
Yeah, and we went and bought the equipment necessary to go live on YouTube. Don't think that'll quite work if we have to go back onto the Facebook. But that'll alleviate a lot of the clunkiness, and in the future, we'll just be able to give you more coverage of Richland Center Wrestling. So, yes, if you have not subscribed yet, or you know someone who hasn't subscribed yet, go hit subscribe. Yeah. Aiden, Four Bros, help us out here.
Yeah, I did think Four Bros is going to give us do a video this week and get some subscribers to jump over to our channel too. Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. We do this to bring more Richland Center Wrestling to you guys, to the community. Grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters don't live around here, maybe can't make it to every event. We want to be able to do this more. We want to go to more tournaments.
We want to do it right.
We want to do it right, and be able to really cover Richland Center Wrestling from high school, middle school, youth, all of the summer events, right? Like, there's a lot of wrestling that goes on in here, and we want to be able to bring that to you guys, on the day of, and not have to videotape it and then come back. So,
and at the end of the day, it's only going to provide more opportunities for the club kids as well.
Yeah.
That being said, though, at said duel on Tuesday, we did pick up our first dual meet win of the year. We beat Kickapoo Lafarge 47-17. Notable matches from there: Kamani wrestling on varsity picked up a tech fall, and then the three falls from Brock Barrett, Caden Stibbe, and Tate Perkins.
And so they slid Kamani into 132.
Yep.
And then bumped Barrett to 38, and then Stibbe wrestled 44. Is that correct?
Yep.
Solid. Good to get Kamani in the lineup. We've been saying it, right? There's just not a spot. There's three guys stacked up for two weights. But yeah, glad to see him get in a dual meet and got a dub.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then followed by the other two dubs.
Yeah. And then we beat Viroqua later on that evening, 41-36. Both Brock Barrett and Ethan Bindle picked up falls. Bindle bumped up to heavyweight for team points there. And then Caden Stibbe with the tech fall.
Yeah. And then the middle school was going right along with them. We've got a bunch of brand new wrestlers this year. Probably about half team is brand new wrestlers. So this was the very first match that a bunch of them have ever wrestled. Go through the list and talk a little bit about how they did.
So Landon Kayeski had one match. He was 1-0 on the night. Reich and Salazar, one of our up-and-comers, 1-1 on the night. Leanne Schmidt, 0-2. Easton Ruland, 2-1. Peterson, 0-1. Evan, not Ethan Haiti, 2-0.
Yep, you guys called him Ethan once or twice on the live stream. That's all right. We'll get better. Evan, trust us.
Cook was 0-4. Baxton Miller was 1-0. Aurora Addison 2-1. Unfortunately, Aurora Addison at the Riverdale tournament this last Friday dislocated her elbow, so her season's kind of in jeopardy at this point. Not sure how long she'll be out for, but I'm sure it'll be a decent amount of time.
It was good to see her come down to River Valley on Sunday, the club-sponsored tournament. She came down, good spirits, cheering her teammates on. I mean, they didn't have to come, but...
And that's how you build team camaraderie
absolutely,
right there.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
And it was good to see her, good to talk to her. Obviously, I wasn't there on Friday night when she did it. Not ever good to go down, right? Nobody likes see injuries, and it's part of the sport, unfortunately, and you try to limit them as much as you can, but still not easy to see them.
Correct.
So, yeah, speedy recovery to her. And we look forward to getting her back on the mat
Yep.
at some point.
And then Silva was 0-2. Cash and Larson 1-0. Aiden Ewing 1-1. Austin Ewing 3-0 on the night. Unfortunately, he is now in a boot. He has a hairline fracture in his ankle.
Yep.
It sounds like 2 weeks. They're going to reevaluate, do another scan, and see where they need to go from there. Lemke 1-1, and then Jelenik 1-0 as well. So pretty productive night from the middle school kids. You were on assignment, so unfortunately you weren't able to be there, but Mac Attack
He ran the show.
handled it fairly well.
Yeah, and it was a long night of wrestling. Yep. There again, we're looking to change depending on, like this week, we don't have all the lineups yet. DeSoto doesn't have that big of a team. But if the other team brings a lot of kids, the high school, typically they would ride together on the bus, the middle school and high school. The high school weighs in at 5 o'clock, so theoretically, the middle school could fire up right at 5 o'clock, get running, run for an hour, stop, do the, I assume they're probably getting, they did parents' night Tuesday, right?
Yep.
But senior night is probably
senior, youth, and t-shirt night.
Yeah, so let them do that stuff and then fire up, just so we're not, an hour behind the high school getting done again. So look for some of that coming out. Not sure, again, we don't have all the rosters to know how many matches we will have. But yeah, to your point, free t-shirt night coming up Thursday night. That always draws a crowd. And then throw the middle school, high school, senior night, and all the youth kids in there. It should be a good time.
Absolutely. This last weekend, both the boys and girls had scheduled meets. The boys at the Ithaca Western Invitational and the girls at the Westby Girls Invite. Unfortunately, due to inclement weather, our teams were not able to make it.
Yeah, and I understand, right? We had it was a tough Friday night for Richland Center with wrecks, slippery roads, and I get it. It's the biggest thing I see is like our girls had eight events scheduled on the year. Now we lost one, so now we're down to 7. They have the ability to have 14, right? So we have to, and I don't know, maybe it's double booking someplace, and you drop out of a tournament late in the year. I don't know what way around it. I mean, I get the basketball team was going to Kenosha. You can't let the wrestling team go and then cancel the boys basketball to Kenosha. But yeah, I mean, now we're down. The girls are down to 7 events on a year. I mean, if you're getting 25 matches in, maybe, and you can have up to 50 matches going into regionals.
Before regionals.
And there are girls that are going to have 50 matches going into regionals, and especially with the young team, mat time is a thing, experience is a thing, and I understand, why they canceled this weekend. However, in the future, next year, the year after, what do we do to make sure that we stack up these weekends enough to get, if one does get canceled or 2 get canceled, we're still getting some mat time in, right?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is just filling the schedule.
Yeah, filling the schedule up. There's more and more girls events all the time, more and more girls and JV events, because that's another thing. Our JV doesn't have a lot of events either. And if we're looking to truly build JV, we got to get some of those JV kids going and wrestling more tournaments too. So.
And I get events are difficult. I mean, there's only so many Saturdays during wrestling season to get to tournaments. And I think for the most part, even on the boys' side, we have a decent amount of tournaments that we're in. I think we were still 2 events short, so now a 3rd.
Yeah, and it's hard when we don't have, it'd be easy to fill those events with dual meets.
Yep.
Right, which I think in the future at some point, maybe not, they're going away from the conference duels. And then we would have those conference dual meets put back in, so then our boys' side would be good. And as girls wrestling grows, we could put some girls dual meets back into the conference. But right now, I mean, teams aren't big enough yet to team up, to pair up well enough that
to make sense
that everybody's going to get a match and stuff. So, I mean, I look at the girls I foresee is going to be mostly tournaments for a while.
There's a couple teams that did dual meets this year, but very few.
I mean, Kickapoo came to town, right? Mm-hmm. We could have had an event there. Now we've wrestled those girls at 4 or 5 times already.
Yep.
So do you really want to see them again at a dual meet? Maybe not. You could have paired up that. I don't know what the answer is to the Saturdays and the snow days, and we dealt with it when we were in school too. But it was I don't remember tournaments necessarily, but I do remember plenty of dual meets getting canceled. And the worst thing was when you would make weight, you know, at 2:00 in the afternoon, you made weight, and then over the intercom, they're like, "Oh, all after school activities are canceled." And it's okay. That's not fantastic, but I don't remember tournaments, but I do remember plenty of dual meets getting canceled too.
Well, the nice thing about a dual meet is those are fairly easy to reschedule for the most part.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously you can have those on most weeknights. Yeah. Obviously the Saturday ones are difficult. It just is what it is when you can't attend those. So.
Yep.
Viroqua.
We took a couple kids down to Viroqua Saturday. Your kids went down to Viroqua, or just Sebastian? Just Sebastian went down to Viroqua. He got first place.
Yep.
Grandpa Mark took him down there, Mark Schmidt, and sounded like he wrestled pretty good down there.
Yep, he did. And then Sunday, we had a club-sponsored tournament in River Valley.
If you notice, there's another trophy back here to River Valley, third place. Team trophy?
Yeah, so we scored a pile of points. We had to pick our wrestlers. For the most part, we picked well. Did miss out on a couple. But yeah, I mean, we scored 140.5 team points, finished third, had 6 champs.
7 points off the...
Yeah, 7.5 points from first place. So we were close. Yeah. A couple matches went differently than we probably could have brought home the gold, but we're going in the right direction at the youth level. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago where you'd go to these youth tournaments and you'd be lucky to have 5 Richland Center Wrestling kids there. And this last weekend, I believe we had 27. So
and we're 2 for 2 right now. For technically 3 for 3 if we count ours.
Yeah,
we didn't put a team in, but when we ran the numbers after the tournament was closed, we won that one too. So yeah, 3 for 3 in placing this year, and our club sponsored tournament's pretty cool. And I mean, the parents are kind of watching the team scoring throughout the day. I know the coaches are. Some of the kids are coming up. Like, that team aspect of it is fun as well.
I mean, if there's one thing that we're really firing all cylinders, it's team camaraderie.
Yeah.
We had a pile of kids stay all the way until the end of the tournament, much longer after they were already done. Are we going to place? Are we going to get a trophy? What place are we going to get? So that aspect of it is awesome. A lot more Richland Center Wrestling parents and family members sitting together in the bleachers as well. You know, in years past, we've been kind of spread out, doing our own thing, but for the most part, we're sticking together all.
Yeah, and it's a fun group, good parents, good kids.
Absolutely. So yeah,
we had times, if you will.
Correct. And of those 27 kids, we did have 6 champs. So
yeah. Cade Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Champ. Connor Crook was also a champ. Sebastian Schmidt, a Saturday champ and a Sunday champ. Miles Ewing, Riken Salazar, which we alluded to there, right? He's a first-year wrestler. He's getting better all the time.
He looked good.
He looks really good. I mean, if you would come in a room and watch a practice, you wouldn't believe that the kid was been wrestling for 5 or 6 weeks.
No.
Right? Like, you'd call me a liar and say, he's wrestled for 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years, right? Like,
just a lot of natural ability there.
And great hips, knows what to do with his hips, gets out of trouble for the most part when he can. I think
willing to work, very coachable.
Maybe a little conditioning issue on Tuesday night is what I heard at the dual meet, but again, when you've only wrestled that much, that's to be expected. And then 4 bros, Aiden Ewing.
Top fan of the podcast.
Top fan, Aiden Ewing, champion. He looked good yesterday.
He did. Absolutely. So coming up this week, we have a fairly busy week. As we alluded to earlier, go hit subscribe. We're going to be broadcasting live, hopefully on YouTube, the dual meet or the quad for the varsity, and then also the dual meet for the middle school. The varsity, they have a quad, so they'll take on DeSoto, Sun Prairie West, and then Postville as well. So we hope to bring all that coverage to you live on YouTube, as well as many middle school matches as possible. That is also senior night, t-shirt night, and youth night. So it'll be a very busy night. Hopefully we can get a bunch of fans, a bunch of little wrestlers in there as well. Youth night is always one of the best.
It's always fun.
It's always one of the best dual meets of the year. Youth kids get to run out after the varsity kids. During introductions, they sit mat side, and then after introductions, all of the varsity wrestlers come over, and before they go down their team line, they go down the youth line. So it is one of the best dual meets of the year. And then on Saturday, both the boys and girls varsity teams will be going to Sparta for the Sparta Invitational. Always nice when you can get the boys and girls in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, it'll be
a lot easier on the coaches. so that way they're not so split up. And then Kamani going to JV State.
We missed this last week.
We did. He qualified for JV State. JV State will be on Saturday at Wausau West. So wish him the best of luck. He's put in a lot of work.
Yes, he has.
And it's starting to show. And then we're taking 3 kids down to Fort Wayne, Indiana for Folkstyle Nationals. Both Cash and Larson and Landon Kayeski will wrestle on Saturday, and then Sebastian Schmidt will wrestle on Sunday.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Going south, if you will, get out of this cold weather.
It's going to be a touch warmer.
Yeah, it's like 5 degrees warmer. So
5 degrees, I'll take it.
We'll take it when it's going to be minus 40 on Friday
rough.
Here. So sitting in a truck isn't the worst thing to do on Friday.
Correct.
Looking forward to that. So just to recap, Cash and Larson was a match away from placing at preseason nationals. That was a grade level tournament. So they had 7th and 8th graders there. This one is
age level.
So and him and Landon will be in the 2012, 2013. So looking to see both of those guys kind of shake the tree a little bit and see how they line up. And then Sebastian as well, right?
Yep.
Same thing, grade level down there. He's on the younger side.
He's on the younger side.
He's on the younger side at nationals this year. But yeah, fun time. Get down there and see what Indiana's got to offer.
Yep, always a good time. See where everyone shakes out. It's nice now that it's before our tournament time in youth, just so we know exactly what we need to work on. We have time to fix it. So,
thanks everybody. See everybody Thursday night at the dual meet or hopefully live on Facebook or YouTube. Please, once again, know we've said it a bunch. It's probably getting annoying, but go in, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That means YouTube, Blake Muller, if you're still listening. Although I think he logged off 5, 10, 15 minutes ago. But if you are by chance, hit the subscribe button. Everybody out there, we'll see you next week with another episode of Beyond the Whistle.